John, just cleaned out a squatter house rehab today. Got broken in twice as soon as I left. Maybe I should buy a turnkey. Um, yeah, well, that's actually kind of part of how I got into turnkeys is and I don't know if I've told the story or whatever. Before I really got into real estate, I was just kind of looking all over the place. I didn't know what I was looking for. I had no idea how to determine a good deal from a bad deal. This would have been back in guess like 2010, 2011 maybe. And I had a friend out here who was involved in real estate development, and she was kind of supporting me just in talking real estate. And she said, well, I have an agent friend in Orange County who works with investors a lot for rental properties, and I'm sure he'd be happy to tour you around. I was like, okay. Still having no idea what I was looking for. And so we toured around houses. I think we saw maybe 5 houses or something, and the cheapest one was like $271,000, and all of these houses needed work. Like one of them had a rigor mortis rat, like full on. And I was just walking through these houses, and first of all, the biggest thing was I didn't understand the numbers at the time. I didn't know how to run rental property numbers, so I couldn't quite see how that made sense, because they were like, well, I'd probably expect about 1,200 in rental income a month, and I was like, 1,200. I don't know exactly how to calculate that against 271, but I couldn't quite see where the profit was, and for good reason. There was no cash flow there. But the whole thing of just the idea of dealing with that rigor mortis rat and fixing all this stuff up and dealing with handyman and contractors. By the time turnkeys got introduced to me, I think that whole experience of seeing the squatter houses and rats and all that kind of stuff, I was like, I'm so in for the turnkeys. They're not always perfect, but at least if there is a rat or a squatter or break-ins or whatever, I'm not the one dealing with it. So yeah, John, I am so with you and in support of if you want to try a turnkey.